Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday, my peeps. It's Friday, my peoples. Finally made it here today. It's like 3:30 my time, and I'm finally getting on Periscope. What the hey? I'm not going to share. My phone's all plugged in. That's all right. Hi, Des. Are you back home yet, Desi? Oh, my goodness. I've had a busy morning today. So, did you? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Well, I'm glad you had a safe trip. I'm sure it's going to take a while to adjust. Hi, how are you? I had such a crazy morning, you guys. I spent the first part of the morning working on hashtags. I don't know why. Alright, so, not the cat. I'm working on that. Alright, you guys get to pick. What should I do tomorrow? I need to prep something for tomorrow morning. Should I work on this dancer? Or should I work on my dragonfly and flowers? Which one do you want to work on? Oh my god, people need to stop buzzing my phones. Which one do you want? The flowers? Okay. I have to prep it a little bit for tomorrow because I'm going to do this one tomorrow. But I'm going to set up the background and chat with you guys. Anyway, so I was doing hashtags today because I was trying to optimize my Instagram, whatever that's supposed to mean. And my son has been after me for months to do live streaming on Twitch. So then he set me up, and I had to set up a whole profile and set up all my links and all my info and then I tried a Twitch live stream. And so I did my first live stream on Twitch today. And I actually had 5 people watching me, so that was pretty good and it was a mess because we had to set everything up. But, it was okay. I was like, okay, I got 5 people to watch me. That's cool. Oh, Dudley's going to be on tonight. Alright. So, I want to open up a little thing here, see what my colors are. I need to get a background color that I want to airbrush some spots. So, I think my daisies are going to be yellow with red. And this is a purple amethyst winged dragonfly. So it's going to be purple and yellow. So I'm thinking some sort of like grayish violets and white and maybe a little bit of green so it looks like maybe some yellow too. It's like an off-colored background back there. Oh, check around. It is awfully fun. It's an awfully fun program. You could do all sorts of. I was showing Eve yesterday all the my kaleidoscope setting on here. And you can make all sorts of mandalas like pop pop pop. It's super cheating, but it's really fun to do. It's a super cheat, but it's a lot of fun. Did you? Is that an app for like a phone or something? I haven't heard that one. Alright. So, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I want to... I'm just going to paint it all so I can avoid the flowers. Oh, okay, see, I don't have an I have Android. Alright, so I'm going to do an airbrush setting over here. So I'm going to grab an airbrush. And I kind of like this grainy airbrush. So let's see how this one does. I'm going to put some splotches. I'm just kind of like dotting in colors because I want it to sort of look like a out of focus background. You know, like it's in a field somewhere, but the background's like a little off focus. The flowers. I'm just kind of dotting in some colors until I get some sort of interesting non-flat background. I used to do just flat backgrounds, but I've been liking these color combo ones. So this airbrush setting works, it's kind of cool. It's just like a little light air spray. And then when you if you double up on it, it'll get a little darker as you kind of go. And some purpley, like grays in there. So I'm just gonna like start playing around with some colors until I get something that I think feels nice. So, were you able? What time did you get in this morning? Because my son's girlfriend just flew from Delta, and her plane left here at like 10 o'clock at night. But when she came from London, she got here at like 5 or 6 in the afternoon. Yeah, I didn't realize it came in earlier, too. She might not have been able to get there that early. She had to take like 2 trains from her town. Where was she coming from? Okay. She had to take a train from like Dis. Is that a place? Dis, England? I don't know. She's taking a plane from Dis, and she had to take the train into Heathrow, and I don't know. It took her like 2 days to, She was a trooper, hung out with us, even though I'm sure she was dead tired. But then she went back. She went back last Saturday. She lives up by Norwich, outside of Norwich, in a town called Harleston. So, I don't know if you're familiar with any of that area. Okay. That's where she's from. So put some... My son's going there in October to visit her. So... It says it's very... I've seen pictures of her little town. It's very small. And then they go to the city, Dis in Norwich or something for the mall, and... I forget what the coast they went to. I don't even remember. That's how much I pay attention. She invited me to come to England sometime and visit. But I don't know. I'll probably, if they get married, I'll end up there. Okay. Norwich. Okay. If they end up getting married or something, I'll go someday, I guess, but I don't know. She makes her parents sound like they're old and grumpy and we shouldn't stay with them and get a hotel, and I don't know. It's hard to tell how kids use their own parents. Alright, so this is kind of looking nice. I'm liking this little pastel-y looking background a little. I mean, I guess when my son went there the one time, here's this weird American kid flying over to see their daughter, and I'm sure that wasn't the easiest deal. And he's really quiet, and then she worked some of the time, so he was there like by himself, so I'm sure it wasn't like the best get to know you. So we'll see what happens. But this will be his... She's been here 3 times, and this is only going to be his 2nd time there. So, who knows? It might go better with her family this time. Right? Optimistic. I'm optimistic. Alright, so I'm trying to get, maybe it's like a little field of flowers back here. I think I need a little more green. Oh, she loves it here. But she's only 21, so she's still kind of going through that decision of what she wants to do. Oh, see? Yeah, she loved it here. More job opportunities. or, you know, but she would have to leave her family. So that's a big decision, which is I'm trying to tell my son. I go, that's a big decision. And I guess she has something called Mythista gravius or something like that. I forget what it's called, but she has to take medicine. So she's worried about the cost of medicine and everything, because I guess, how it's free there. I'm like, you're not the only person in the world who has to take medicine. People in America do too. We figure it out. Live with me until you figure it out. It is, but it isn't. I mean, it is. I guess it is. But it's, if you want to be somewhere, it's just, it's kind of what you do. But housing's not as expensive. Yeah. But she pays their housing for what they live in is so expensive. I'm like, what the heck? Alright, we're going to play with some embossing pens here in a little bit. Because I kind of really want to do... I want to do some of these sunflowers. So basically I can finish the flowers. Yeah, this was airbrushed. I did an airbrush setting for the background here. And I just kind of did dots of color. So it's a little interesting in that, maybe it looks like it's a little faded, like a distorted background. And then tomorrow, I kind of really want to concentrate on this purple, like making it very vibrant and purple. And maybe finishing up one flower. So I gotta plan this stuff. I'm trying to make it, I try to do something different. I'm still not finished. I haven't finished what I worked on last week. But I'm on early, so I have to have it like planned today, what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Alright. Well, what else can we play with? Let's play around. Oh, I just have the tablet. You want to see it? Here. I just set my tablet right on this plastic container, and I have this in front of my screen. My camera's above it, but I have this so it doesn't fall over as easy. I'm so professional. Behind the scenes. I'm such a pro. Oh God. Alright, so I'm wondering, I'm gonna play around a little bit with some of these different mediums just to kind of see. Yeah, see, use cardboard. I've seen people use Pringle cans, paper towel rolls. Yeah, so I want to play with this ink simply because it, like, I think it does some, like, cool stuff. So, those are ink blobs, a dram, a crackle. Those are drops. Dry camel brush might be cool. Alright. I'm hoping, because when I do these, graphic illustrations, I'm really trying to get graphic texture. So I'm playing around with different mediums and brushes to, oh, that might work cool too. Let's soften edges with color. To, get them, like, just look like they're standing up out of the page. Alright, so I have this, and I have a yellow. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Worst that can happen is, guess what? I erase it. Alright, so let's see what this liquid ink does. It might be a whole new thing for me. You never know. Hi, thanks for coming, Stardust. We're playing around today. Aw, yeah. Of course, she's part of the fam. She's part of the fam now. So of course we're going to watch out for her. Alright, so I'm going to play around with this and see what happens. I have no idea what this ink stuff does. So let's see. Let's see if it's cool or not. I don't know if it's a color. Why is it not working? I don't know. Liquid ink. Let's try something else. Airbrush smooth camel part of... let's try this one. Okay, so that one works. The other one must be something... Alright, so I am curious on how this ink stuff works. I want to zoom in here now. I want to see what it looks like. Alright. We're going to try a couple different ones. I'm just playing around here. Alright, so that's a dry camel. Well, what's the airbrush do? It's speckly. Calligraphy flat brush. Well, that's like a big, just ink it in. Okay. This is called not knowing what you're doing, but trying to figure out a resist. What's the resist do? I'm not even sure what it does. Okay. See, some of the stuff I haven't read this far in the... I have not read this far in the manual yet. Ew. Okay, so this like takes stuff away. So you can make like little textures. Alright. So we're learning. We're learning together here what this stuff does. I'm not sure what it... Okay, so let's scraping it off. Not over there, it's not though. Drops of ink. So nothing's happening with the drops of ink. This is Corel Painter. Oh. Let me make this. Does this make bigger? And I've never used this. This is called liquid inks. So I'm just, ooh, those are blobby. So I'm just trying to see what these do because I'm not sure what they do. And I'm always exploring for new techniques or something new because you never know. Sometimes you play around with something. It's happened to me 3 or 4 times. I play around with something and I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. And then next thing you know, that's a next project. So those are blobby, drops of ink. This is the dry camel. Blunt force trauma. Are you addicted to Photoshop? I mean, because I paint. I use it like painting, so I really like Painter. Ooh, it's a crackle. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a crackle brush. You can like spray some cool technique over that. That's kind of cool. A dribble. Oh, this one changes colors as you use it. So you're just playing it in there. That's a nice. I like that one kind of. Let's see what that looks like when you're far away. That one's kind of cool. Can it? I got this for Christmas, so my husband picked it out. I think somebody said the difference is it does have a little... This it probably has some of this stuff, but some of the art things that I have in Corel Painter I think are a little more paintery. Right now, I've never seen these things, so I have no idea what they are. Yeah, it kind of... Well, that one's neat too, huh? But I don't know if it can make it bigger. I don't want to do that for a whole thing, but like a little texture technique, that might be kind of cool. It's transferred very well to actually this is like scraping it off. It's transferred really well to my painting skills. Alright. Okay, so this is a blend. Oh, look at that. So this blender kind of makes it all blobby. Like, raises it up a little bit. That's kind of cool. Gives it some texture there. Yeah, I have an Intuos Pro tablet. Yep. I like how this one kind of affects the blobs. It's kind of cool. Alright, so softens edge and color. And that's just like an airbrushy. So that's neat too. Alright, and then I have these in these brushes here that are really fun. So let's see what they do. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's like just a varnish. That's grain embossing. It's a varnish. Just trying to get some effects in these graphic paintings, and I'm not trained. I teach myself, so this is how I do it. I just have to kind of like throw stuff down and see what I like. Whoa, it's falling. My camera's falling, and it can't get up. Alright, I don't know what that did. A color eraser. Alright, so that takes like the varnish stuff off. Oh. I don't want the eagle eye. I know the lofter. I use the lofter a lot. It like lifts bumps. Can you see how it makes like a bump in there? And that's a cool one. And I'll do that for some things. And oh, cool. Did you scope it? Did you scope it? I don't see any scopes for you. You should scope it. I'm going to follow you, and then you have to scope and show me. You have 0 scopes. This gloopy's fun. You can draw lines, like little ones or big ones. I use that one for flowers a lot too. Alright. Greeny blender. You deleted it. Okay. Well, I'm following you now, so hopefully you'll do some stuff and do a Photoshop thing. So people who want to learn can learn. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never gone to school, so I'm just, I'm just playing around here, trying to figure it out. Oh, that's a pattern pen. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I don't even know what that's doing. Like a sponge. You can emboss a pattern. Wow. There's all sorts of stuff you can do here. Oh, that's kind of cool. It makes it look like it's embroidered. Oh, that's neat. Hi. I like that one. Look at It has like little roses, like it's an embroidery. I have to remember that one for my fashion illustrations. That's cool. That's a cheat, but it's kind of cool. This is just like scraping through it. Learn painter with me. Ooh. That just like smears it all up. Drag it through that ink. Just like smear your paint all over the place. But look at, you could see, I love how you could see like it builds like the texture. I kind of like that. That's cool. But it moves so slow, I don't really have great control over it. Hi, how are you? We're investigating some different mediums here that I might be using for some of these. Alright, so this just scrapes it. Alright. Oh, that makes it variable texture. So it makes it a little more random. Ooh, this is like a thick... Alright. So I like the brush texture. Alright, let's get rid of that. Magic! It's going away. What? Alright. So, I don't like the airbrush. I think I just want like a smooth camel, but nice and thick. Let's try it. So that's the one thing I love about digital art, is I can experiment like that and not be all freaked out about wasting paper or paint. So if I mess up, I just get rid of it, and I have not lost anything to make me all freaked out about it. So what if I do like this, and then I put like the reddy orange color, like that, and then what do you think, guys? I want to make some sort of like really brush strokey looking. Yeah, the undo button. I love the undo button. I already forgot what half these things did. That's why I need to write them down. Oh, see, that's smeary. I don't want it. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I want something that doesn't have paint on it. So, just does texture. It's a blender. I really should read the book, you know. Does this have... Alright. I don't know if that's doing anything that I can see. No. I know the grain block I've used this before. It's not really working on the inks. I hate when things don't work the way you think that they're going to work. And that's just a scraper. We might be going back to the same old boring thing that I've been doing. Just saying. It's the same boring thing. Mm-mm. Alright. See, it should take my paint and, like, scrape it. That's a loaded brush. I don't want the loaded brush. Alright. We might be going back to the boring stuff, guys. I find it boring when I do the same textures and the same things. So it just gets me all crazy. So it's loading. That's okay. My friend Teddy, he has like a 12-hour time difference. Right? It's like 12 hours. And that's why God created the person who created replays. Alright. On acid etch. What's that do? Why is my stuff not switching on me? Well, that's kind of cool for, like, wings or something. It kind of, like, makes, like, little... I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Alright, that's kind of what I was thinking of. A little bit. But I need to be on this layer. This layer. It keeps giving me a separate layer. I think I maybe need to read the, I need to read the, spot in the manual on these brushes. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I know how to use, like, this one. I can do this. And it makes, like, little lines for me. And I can do, like, a grain emboss, but this is making, like, 20 million different layers. See, it's, like, all varnishes there, but I don't know if you then go on top of them, or they go, I have no idea. I have no idea. Alright, that's my sketch. Alright. I'm just practicing, prepping for tomorrow, for the scope trains that I'm doing tomorrow. So I will be doing this at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and I don't want to have too much of it done, but I want to have some of it done and know what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not doing all this when I'm in that scope. So that's basically what I'm working on here, trying to figure out some cool effects to show off, but none of them were working the way I wanted them to work. Alright. Don't you love that? I love when that happens. So, I'm not going to do it with that. Let's go with maybe an acrylic. It's like glazing acrylic. Opaque. I want something that has like I want something that has some brush strokes in it. So that's really light. And that's going to take forever to get the color density I want. So I don't like that one. That's supposed to be acrylics. What are you doing to me? It's like a gel. There's too many choices, damn it! Too many choices. It's like being a kid, you know. Hey, I'm a kid in the art store. There's too many choices. Alright, that one has some nice color to it. Alright. That one's not bad. Captured bristle. I'm not sure what this does. It kind of smears it a little. It puts a varnish on it or something. Eh. I can make it liney. That might build up stripes. Kind of like brush strokey. I know I had one in here. I usually do like a grain and emboss on my butterfly wings because it makes them look like stained glassy. Look at me making up all my own words. And I like this smeary to bring up the colors. So I'll probably do that. It's a distorted smear. Alright, so I gotta write these down or I'll forget. Let me Distorto and okay, Distorto impasto. So I like that one. I'm gonna use I already know the grain, but I'm going to use some Gloopy 2 because I can take like a lighter or darker color and kind of strip them in here to get these raised lines for like veining on a leaf or something. So that's a good one. See, this is all the behind the scene prep work that goes into for a Saturday scope train scope. When it's really not your own time, you have like an hour to kind of get your thing across. You have to be prepared a little bit beforehand. Alright, so now this is an equalizer. If I bring this over, it's going to get rid of all the texture and make it flat. So that's good. Just so I'm not liking that Sargent's brush. So that's giving it some texture, but I don't understand the colors. Maybe I can do... What if I do that? Will it change the colors? To... You see how you can see like the texture? This is kind of what I was trying to work for. This one might be good. I'll just have to like concentrate on my colors. I mean, it kind of gives you different shades, but I could go like a... Because it uses two colors at the same time. I could do like the orangey yellow and like a bright yellow. Try that. Let's see what this does. And then if I just kind of... Oh, you guys can't even see it. I don't think I can... The problem is I don't think I can make this brush bigger. Maybe I can. Oh yeah, I guess I can. To just kind of get a variety of random color mixture. But you see how it looks like a big blob of paint? It's kind of what I'm looking for. So I might play around with this tomorrow. And I could just like go like that, and then I can change the color. Or use a different brush maybe. The glappy brush. Not getting any feedback. Do you think that looks kind of cool? Like people will be like, oh, that's digital? I want to see what it looks like when I'm a little farther back, if it comes across as anything. Alright. I mean, really small you can't see, but that's not really the point. I'm just kind of trying to show something different tomorrow. I think you see it more with the darker colors than you do a lighter color though, don't you? Whom I say? Huh. Alright. It's not very dense. I don't know why they're so small. Oh. Isn't this exciting, people? Aren't you glad you came and shared in my artist dilemma? My artist dilemma. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, I guess I could get... That's really grainy, though. I really don't want a pattern. That one moves too slow. Alright. What's the problem to work on? That's the problem. That's the problem. This is for tomorrow. I don't want that lock. Thank you. Alright. But I'm on at 10 o'clock, and I'm doing one at 9, and then I'm doing one at 10. So I have to have stuff prepared. But on to our regular scheduled oils. There you go. Real oils. Thank you. I am going to do... Let's do that. I'm going to start working on some of these, the middles, because I know what I'm doing with the middle. I just have to put in the side, the colors. So this is graphics, which there's different tricks to use, and I'm just going to kind of blend in a bunch of colors together. And I'm coloring underneath the design. So the line work does half of the work for me, in the sense that I don't have to worry about really staying in the lines. Alright. Some really bright yellow. And now all these oil paints, they're like blending under there after I'm done painting with them. So you'll see the colors blend together. And then I'm going to take a blender. There. And I want to do a grainy blend, I think. Hi, I'm just playing around, exploring some options for tomorrow. Because I'm trying to find if I can figure out something new. Like different texture technique or something. But, you know. Alright. So for the pollen, yeah, you know, it's like you do the same thing. And I'm just trying to look for, I'm just kind of playing around with a little bit of different, I don't know what this program can do. Alright, let's blend those up a little bit. Na 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 na. Alright, so I do like this depth lofter. Yeah, it's always fun. Sometimes I just kind of get in here and I'll just like throw stuff around on paper, and you never know what kind of effect you're going to get. And you'll be like, oh, that worked out really cool. Like this one, where I use this lofter, and it actually kind of looks like it pulls the paint up between my black lines and creates like these little bumpy effects. So I'm actually just making little circles on where I want it to pull it up. Yep. You gotta do that sometimes, right? You not only learn something, but it keeps you from getting bored. Yeah, it'll look like it's pulling up a circle, like I put a bunch of paint on a paper and like pressed my template down on top of it, and all this paint is like squishing through. At least that's the effect I'm kind of going for. And some I'll bring way up, and some I won't bring up as high. And they'll get natural shadows and highlights, if you could see, which give them little knobby looks. I do this a lot on my insects too, because it not only takes the color and it gives it a little more vibrancy. Yeah, it gives them some shape, and like when I'm doing the insect, it'll really give them like that hard shell look without me doing a whole lot of trying to figure it out. Sometimes when I'm working small, I have to come back and clean up some of the varnish, but usually on a big black line like this. So this is how I show I could create some textures with digital work, and when I print them out you can see it too. It's kind of cool. But the more you go in one direction, the more you can lift it up. I want them to be little round bumps, so that's why I'm going in a circle. But I'll do this big fat one. If I wanted to do just a line, I could go like this and have it just be a line. Then you do the circle, you just bring it right up and circle around big. Hi, Karen. And then bring it around. And the more you use it, the higher it lofts it up. So if I just want a little circle, I just do it a little. If I want a big circle, I just keep bringing it up. So I'll probably demo some of this tomorrow and thanks. I'll probably demo this little bit tomorrow on the other flower. But I want to have some done so they can kind of see it, because an hour goes really fast when you're trying to talk to a whole lot of people. I mean, it looks like you're just bringing up a big bumble of paint. So some I'll make them really bumpy, and some not so bumpy. Yeah, I learned really quick to try to plan ahead of time. I usually have like 3 or 4 different art projects that I'm sort of working on. So I could kind of pick and choose one kind of what I'm feeling like maybe doing and maybe not doing. And then 2 just to be ahead. And then the day before, I always try to make sure I have it. I don't want to start from scratch, because we all know how boring that is, even though people are sort of interested. And I always get, did you draw that, or did you? No, I drew it. I just didn't want to, spend my time with you guys having you hear me swear about my drawing, my sketching, The sketching's the frustrating part. You need to go... Right? Where you're like, God damn it! Or you're not getting that one perspective really right, and you're like, who wants to sit here and watch me draw the same line 10 times and erase it? I don't want to watch that. Have a grown... Yeah, it's like I'm sitting there going, sketch line, no, that's not right. Erase. Sketch line, no, that's not right. I'm too picky to do what you do, Grant. I'm too picky. It has to be right. That's why digital is good for me. Or something I can erase, like graphite pencils that I've done. I do draw. I show people this. I say, see the dog? I drew that. I do draw in pencil. I can draw. Trust me. I'm not just like taking pictures and copying. Oh, dear. I try. I don't swear a whole lot, but I had a moment this morning. I was beyond this morning. New stuff is, once I know how to do it, I'm cool with it. But when it's brand new to me, it's so frustrating. And so today, my son's like, you need to go and stream on Twitch. And I'm like, Twitch? What the heck? Okay, Grant, I don't know if you know, I'm like 49. I'm 49 years old, okay? So this stuff is not, like just pick it up and do it like some of these kids, So I'm like, all right. So after spending the morning trying to research and figure out hashtags to optimize, what was the article? Hashtags to optimize your social media or something. God help me, right? My son's like, oh, let's set up this account. So you have to go onto the Twitch and you're setting up a new account. So it's all your profile BS, Yeah, it's all your profile crap. And then Twitch has like links to like everything. So I'm like copying and pasting links, making sure that link works, do this, set this up. And then you have to set up your streaming stuff. And I'm just like, holy crap. Like my son was here, so he helped me. But God, like it took us forever just to like set it up. And then you're testing it and it's still, oh, let's change this setting. No, that one. Trying to figure out, because he would do video games on there, and it was a lot different than doing the creative stuff where I need to show what I'm doing. And so I did my first Twitch stream today. Add another one to the list, Add something else to the list to do. But I had like 5 people sitting there watching me freak out about this new social media tool my son was trying to teach me. Oh, like everybody, just imagine. Oh, you should try it. Actually, it has its own creative community, which is, my son told me about it and showed me, which is why I agreed to try it. And basically, you can just show, it'll automatically stream, like, it's on the computer, so it just does my screen. So whatever's on my screen is what they see. So that worked out pretty good. And then I just log in and watch it on my, I downloaded the app on my phone and my tablet, so that I could just download it and I could see the chat that way, instead of trying to minimize my screen and messing around with settings. And but I'll do it again now that it's all set up, and I know I just have to go and hit this button and hit that button and figure it out. Yeah, if you draw and you're not on the computer, because it's for, like, computer gaming and stuff, so that's why, like, I did it. But if you, you need, like, a camera or tripod or something, I mean, I don't know how that works. Or you need a camera for your computer that, well what you need would be one of these. You need one of these. I don't use this on mine because it just goes directly from my computer. Yeah, but you need one of these, and then you'd have to angle it down at whatever you were drawing. Yeah, you just have to plug in a webcam to your computer and then aim it at whatever you were doing. So, I mean, it's not super difficult. It was like cold this morning. Now I'm getting hot. I'm probably having hot flashes. God help me. Everybody keeps telling me, oh yeah, 50's so great. Well, 50 can't come soon enough because mid to late 40s has not been a picnic. I'm just telling you. That's what you get here, folks. Blatant honesty and questions about the meaning of life. Jesus. But that's why I was on Twitch. I'm like, now you guys, you need to understand. Try bringing your mother onto Twitch and explaining to her how to use this. That's what's going on here today. Oh, to be 29. Except when I was 29, I had 3 small kids and I was married, you know. So, actually, I don't want to be 29 again. I'm glad that my kids are older now. I have my middle son is talking about moving not only out, but moving out of state. God help me, I'm having a nervous breakdown thinking about that one. Oh, I just want him to be okay. You know, the whole mother thing. Oh, Lord. Yeah. We're from Ohio, and now we live in Michigan, and he wants to go back to Ohio and work in my sister-in-law's restaurant and try to be on his own for... I mean, I understand it, but still, you know, it's like you want to make sure your kid has a place to sleep and can pay his bills and has food and, you know, I don't have a lot of rules for him here. I just want him to, you know, so I go, if you have a job and you could transfer your school credits, and at least he'd be working for my sister-in-law, so somebody'd be sort of in touch with him, but, you know, once again, big change. I just keep telling myself, hey, if he moves out, his little room over there would make a really neat studio that I could actually set up my easel and paint for real in. So I keep trying to treat myself with that. If he moves out, you could change his room into a painting room. And not have to be shoved in the corner of your bedroom. Just like my one neighbor, her kids went to college and their bedroom turned into like an exercise room or something. It's just what us moms have to do to deal with it. Not all moms, because my husband's mom was not like that. Yeah, an art room. I have my own desk with this computer, and I could just have my tablet and stuff hooked up, and the only thing on that computer would be Corel Painter, so it would always run beautifully. I could cover every wall in frames and pictures and have a shelf with all my paints and my pens and yeah, see, I just keep dreaming. And I could just like hide away in my room and forever and a day. Alright. I have never used Photoshop. Um, I like Painter because it's very paintery. Like, I just paint like I would paint on a regular canvas. I just happen to have the whole art store available to me, you know? But, I've never used Photoshop. My husband bought this for me for Christmas, so I didn't really pick it out. But I'm sure he just kind of probably, he's not an artist or anything, so he probably just researched, you know, what's the best art program for artists and, you know, and he bought it for me in the tablet for Christmas, so can't look a gift horse in the mouth when they're giving you such a nice gift. Corel's really expensive too. How much is Photoshop? Because put it this way, the upgrade, I'm offered an upgrade because 2017 has come out. Oh, okay. I've been offered an upgrade, and the upgrade's like $100. I think the program to buy is like $450, $500, something crazy like that. My husband bought that and this Intuos Pro tablet for me for Christmas. And that's the first time I've cried at Christmas since I was like 14 and got my drafting table and my set of Prismacolor pencils. Because we usually don't get each other gifts either. So, yeah, I cried. I'll admit it. I cried. Alright. Yeah, like I wasn't even expecting a gift at all. And he's like, wait, what's this? And he pulls it out. He's like, it says it's for you. And I'm like, it's for me? What are you talking about? And I opened it up, and it was my Intuos Pro tablet. I was like, holy heck. And he goes, but it doesn't come with anything for you to use it with. And then he took me to the computer, and when I turned my computer on, Corel Painter was there opening up. I was just like, because I knew. I was like, oh my god! And I just sat down and I was like crying like a 12-year-old girl. It's it's probably kind of pathetic and crazy at the same time. I want to try this one day too, this audio expression stuff. Do you see this? I have to read the book on this. But basically you can set it up so like I could play music in the background. Yeah, I could play like music, and as I draw, the pen reacts to the music somehow, I'm thinking. Something like that. So basically I could paint a song. That'd be cool, right? Like just do some abstract painting. Yeah, like some abstract painting, and then you just name it whatever song it was painting, just kind of like mix colors. And yeah, I have to read up on it so I know how to set it up. I think that'd be really, really cool. Just like throw some stuff down and say, this is Piano Man, like this is playing right now. And just kind of draw something that's sort of like, you know, the piano or something. This is Billy Joel's Piano Man. This is how it sounds. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. It's like 800 pages in this manual. I'm on page 380. I've been on 380 all summer. So, winter when it's cold and I'm getting like bored, I'll probably play around with that again. The watercolors are neat, but they jam me up. I don't think I want to do watercolor. I want something more slick. I'm going to do the ink. Let's see what this does. If I can blend it, that'd be cool. Oh, we're just experimenting a little bit. Alright, let's zoom in and see what they do. Okay, they kind of have some texture there. And can I blend them? No, that doesn't blend them. So, do I have an ink blender? Oh, I have this. So I don't know how any of this stuff works, so... Oh, there we go. Okay. You see it, like, spreading out, my ink. Hi. That's kind of cool. Alright. It does a lot of layers, but maybe I'll play with that. Because everybody will be, ooh, liquid ink, and it's nice and bright and vibrant, right? I'll have 20 million layers, though, because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. So, let's do one and see what happens. I think I want to make my brush bigger. So this is what I like too. I could come here and make it nice, big brush. I have every brush you ever wanted. So I'm just going to ink it up. And this will go really fast. I'll be like working on something else because I ran out. I finished the whole thing. So I might have to erase some of it and redo it tomorrow. I love it. I worked on it and it went so well, so I had to erase my whole project because I finished it. And I just have to erase it so I could do it in front of you guys. I mean, I did spend like 3 hours doing this sketch and then resketching it to make the lines look all nice. But that's boring because that's a lot of eraser work. Okay, so I'm going to put my dragonfly on a separate layer above the flowers. So that means I can just color the flowers like he's not there. I want to blend in like a few different colors. Just kind of throw them in right now. And then we're going to mix them all up in there together, this ink. I wish the ink acted more like the watercolors, though. I mean, because like if it was real ink, it would just kind of like blob and flow together. It does it slightly, but not enough for me. I'd like it to do it a little more. Okay. But see, now there's that 17 has new brushes in it. I'm sure it does all sorts of new stuff. La, that'd be fun. Fun, fun. And so what I'm going to play off are the bright yellows. And then this is like a amethyst and purple. So the purple and yellow are opposite of the color wheel. They're contrasting colors, so they'll help each other pop. That's the plan, at least. A little bit of color theory. I hope you're still drawing, even though your Anne has gone home, V. Okay, because you're pretty good. All it is practice, practice. Alright, now let's see what happens when I... No, I don't want that one. Let's see what happens when we do this. So it doesn't really spread it. What if I do... if I distort it? Isn't this fun just hanging out with me when I don't know what I'm doing, guys? I know. I can't handle it. Hi, how are you? I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. See, oh, maybe if I was on the right layer it would work. See, nothing smears those inks. Oh, it's a mess still, though. I'm trying to blend. Why won't you let me blend my ink? It won't let me. It just keeps adding a thing. Alright. Wonder, wonder, wonder. I have to find something that'll blend it. I'm just trying to figure out for tomorrow morning. I'm doing 2 scope trains tomorrow. I'm on one at 9 and one at 10. So, I don't, if I want to sleep in at all, I have to have everything prepared today and kind of have a game plan of what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So, this is going to be a really purple, like bright purple and violet dragonfly on top of the yellow. Okay, so does it blend the other way? Or do I have a color on there? Oh, that has a color on it. I don't want to add a color. No, I don't want to add a color. How about a smear? So I'm just trying to get my act together so when I'm on the train tomorrow, I'm not like, I don't know what I'm doing, and oh yeah. In other words, I don't want to be doing this scope tomorrow. Let's put it that way. I want to be there tomorrow going, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm playing around today. Trying to figure it out. Alright, will this let me blend? So I might not be able to use these inks, though. This was frustrating the heck out of me. Ugh. Like, none of these blenders are working on the ink. And the ink doesn't really have a blender. So I really should read before I do any of this stuff. But that takes all the fun out of it. If you read, it takes all the fun out of it. So that's just going to scrape it off. I don't want to scrape it off. Alright. So I'm going to give up on the cool ink because my ink is not being so cool. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. So I think I'm just going to have to go back to doing some sort of acrylic paint and then adding the texture afterwards, which is not as thrilling as I wanted it to be. Just saying. Just saying. I wonder if I could do like a... I don't know if I could get a good watercolor blend going. It just takes forever. I'm waiting forever for that. I'm like froze now because it's soaking into my paper. And my program's going chug-a-chug, chug-a-chug. What are you doing to me with this real watercolor? So that won't work. I'm getting bummed, guys, because I don't have anything new and exciting. Just a different drawing. Same thing, different drawing. Hate it. I'm seriously, somebody talked. I'm just sitting here waiting for my computer to catch up with the brush stroke. Is that sad or what? One of those days. I've been having one of those days. Are there really still 10 people here watching me? Dandy, are you here? I can't believe you're here. I didn't see you. I hope this program didn't freeze up on me. It probably did temporarily, because this program, when it does the watercolors, is a biatch. It's a biatch. Alright. Well, I think the watercolor just did my memory in and froze my computer, so now I'm probably going to have to Control-Alt-Delete and see what I'm left with. And it might be back to the starting board for me to figure out what the freak I'm going to do tomorrow. So who knows? But I'm not going to bore anybody else with it any longer. I'll figure it out on my own. And if you want to see the exciting conclusion of what will she do, come and watch me tomorrow at 10 o'clock on Periscope. Look me up. Follow me and look me up tomorrow morning, and you'll see what did she decide to finally do. So that's about where I'm at right now, guys. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to feed my dogs, get a drink, and work on it because I have to have something set up for tomorrow. Isn't that fun? Alright, well, thanks for listening to me rant a little bit and go on about my problems. This was behind the scenes of an art scope with me, Kathy Grillo. And if I didn't completely bore you to death, I can't even bring up my sign right now because my computer's frozen. So if I didn't completely bore you to death, give me a follow and you'll see the conclusion of this and other exciting painting adventures. I don't even know what else to say. Alright, thanks you guys. Oh, now this won't turn off either. We're having a great day.